How's it going, everybody? I haven't done a Q&A video in a while, so I figured I would ask the members only section first. So these are the people that sponsor me on YouTube, and then I have the sponsor chat for the Discord, and then I lastly will answer questions on Twitter. So yeah, let's get into it. Non-Battlefront questions will obviously take priority since that's all people tend to ask. The people that ask questions that are unrelated, I'm gonna answer first. Now, fellow Scorpio says, have you ever heard of or played Dead by Daylight? It's a fun horror strategy PvP game. I have it downloaded because it was free. I think it's in the Game Pass on Xbox, but I have never actually played it. Brad asks, are you going to stream any more VR content? And I might, but currently my PC can only handle one thing at a time. And when I stream both a game and the OBS platform that I use to record, and it's just too much for my computer. And I even have a decent computer, but it struggles doing both. So it just depends on the game. Charlie Jenkins asks, man, I got so many questions, but I have to ask, are you willing to play with subs more often, regardless of the platform or game? I mean, I play with subs on occasion, and the reason that I don't play with subs very often is because it just turns into a mess. You have people complaining regardless. Like if I don't play with subs, people complain. If I do play with subs, then I have people complaining like, oh, you chose this platform over this platform. You chose Xbox and not Nintendo. You don't play with PC people. Why did you choose this person and not me? I watched the stream for 7 months. I'm here every single time and you didn't pick me. And people just argue and it's just a complete mess. Or I'll invite somebody and they'll be like, oh, that invite didn't work. And then you have trolls and then they'll just slow down the stream. And then, yeah, every time I do that, it always turns into a mess of some sort. So I play with subs on occasion, but that's why. It's just people ruin it for everyone else. It's the same with adding friends on Xbox and stuff. Like, it takes 1 or 2 people and then they ruin it for everybody. Lennon Soriano, get your name right this time, asks, what upcoming games are you excited for, and which one of those games are you likely to stream or make videos of? See, this fall, there's not much I'm that excited for, to be honest. I'm looking forward to Gears 5, which is not a very good game to make videos on because it's an exclusive, and I mean, there's not as many Xbox players as PlayStation players, so, and it's the 5th one. So that's not exactly a good game to make videos on. There is Fallen Order and Borderlands. I think that's it off the top of my head. I'm just not that excited for any games coming out this fall because everything comes out in 2020, which kind of sucks. Seaman Survive says, when TF are you going to play Team Fortress 2? Probably never. Probably never. Vincent says, what do you think happens when we die? Well, geez, that's a deep question. I don't know. I mean, none of us know until we die, and then, I mean, we can't pass that information on. I mean, get back to me when I'm dead, and I'll try to let you know. Skull Surgical TCG, who has 251,000 subscribers. You guys should check him out. He has a pretty cool channel. I actually have done some collaboration videos with him. And he asks, what are your thoughts on femininity? So, what are my thoughts on femininity? I'm assuming, like, you mean by like feminists and stuff? And if that's the case, I don't really care. I think men and women obviously should be equal in every regard when it comes to pay and jobs and everything. The only thing that I don't think men and women are equal in is sports, because there's an obvious difference between a man and a woman when it comes to sports. So when people argue like, oh, women should play with men, like there's a reason that there's different rules for men and women's sports. Like women would get destroyed. So I mean, if they want men and women to be in sports, if women want to be in that situation, I say let them, and then when they get demolished, I mean, that's on them. Then moving on to the sponsor chat, we have YK. He says, if you could add anything to Jedi Fallen Order, what would it be? Obviously, I'm going to say dismemberment. Will you and Cookie ever do a face cam? No. And then Seaman Survives asks again, well, since he was the only one that used both platforms, I'll answer his second question. When is Head Shave stream number 2? Also, Swany, the guy on YouTube, is talking about Dead by Daylight. Tell him you aren't going to play it because it's even more glitchy than Battlefront and the devs could care less. There's probably not going to be a second, Head Shave stream. It kind of lost its impact. If I shave my head on stream every single time I get a haircut, it's not going to be an event. I'd have to grow my hair out for a long time to do it. Net Cobalt says, if you could get one legacy lightsaber at no cost from Disneyland or Disney World, which would it be and why? Also, if what would be your dream SW movie trilogy completely independent of the Skywalker saga? Briefly, what subject would be, setting, etc. I'd obviously want to build my own lightsaber. I wouldn't want a legacy lightsaber, but if I had to choose, I guess Vader's. And what would be my favorite Star Wars movie trilogy? I'd want something based off of, I want something different, something new, something that's never been covered. I'm not talking about Old Republic or any of that stuff. The galaxy and the universe is a huge place. Huge. Take us light years away, like way, 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 way out in the universe, away from everything that we've known from Star Wars, and give us a completely new tale set in this universe, like set in the Star Wars universe, but just that way it's something new and fresh and nobody knows what to expect. That's what I would like. And then over on Twitter, there's a lot of Battlefront questions, so I'm going to skip over them and I'll answer the other ones first. The first one is Cookie. He says, when's Cookie coming back? And then he's obviously being sarcastic. He knows as well as I know that he's not coming back. Tell you what, when I can get away from Battlefront and I can average like 10,000 views on a video no matter what I upload, then I'll bring Cookie back. But until then, he's not coming back. What is your worst experience at a restaurant from Unknown Gamer? My worst experience at a restaurant. Eaton Park. I remember I was the kid and the waitress was trying to act all cute or whatever and was trying to suck up to my parents, so she brought me a free cookie, and that cookie made me really sick and I threw up for hours. So yeah, Eaton Park. Brad Dog, which is Brad Diedrich, he asked another question. Why didn't you ever finish Spider-Man PS4? I actually did. There's a number of problems with this. One, people were spoiling it in the live stream chat. Two, all of those videos I was doing kept getting copyright claimed for the cutscenes. Whatever company it was kept claiming every time I would upload one of those videos, they'd claim a cutscene. And there's nothing I can do about that. I can't fight a larger company off. And three, I recorded a video off stream to just sum it up, and then it didn't record the audio. So I recorded the entire rest of the story, and then it glitched, and then it just messed up. So that's why. Zeno says, if you had to choose no more sex or no more video games, which one would be my choice? I'm gonna go with no more sex. Because, I mean, I play video games way more often than there's even an instance of sex. Like, all the planets would have to align for me to even get on go on a date with somebody. So I'm definitely going with video games. Now, if I could get sex like every day of my life, then it might be a different story, but I'm definitely choosing video games. Joshua asked, do you think episode 9 stands a chance of beating Endgame? No. I think episode 8 damaged the franchise too much. I don't think 9's gonna definitely not beat Endgame. 2019 still sucks. As how's the journey on YouTube been so far? And it's definitely had its ups and downs. YouTube is a very rough, unforgiving platform because I've noticed that, I mean, people subscribe for one thing and one thing only. They don't care about the person. They don't care about what the content creator wants to do. They don't care about any of that stuff. They care about what they subscribe for. It happens with tons of channels. Like, there's channels with millions of subscribers that have the same exact problem that I do, and that's Grand Theft Auto channels, for example. They have to upload only that or people won't watch it. Same with me. If I upload anything that's not Battlefront, then people won't watch it. Like, most of the viewer base isn't even seeing this video of my subscribers, or they noticed right away when they clicked it wasn't Battlefront, and then they clicked away. So that's the problem with YouTube, and it really sucks because, I mean, the game has its ups and downs, but I don't want to talk about it every day of my life. I don't care about people tweeting me, Swany, did you see this glitch? Or, Swany, there's skins in the files from the campaign that haven't been added. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know, like, everybody sends me their problems about Battlefront. I don't care. That's the problem of YouTube. Tetravolts asked me, what's my major and why? Well, I did major in athletic coaching and strength and conditioning, but I have graduated couple years ago. Been 3 years since I've graduated college, actually. How many chickens would it take to kill a Jedi, says Aaron Porter. At least 100,000 chickens swarming him at once. Him or her. A Cheesecake Grandpa asks, are there any games that I'm going to play besides Battlefront? I play games all the time that aren't Battlefront, but people don't watch them. So that's why you probably think that I don't play them, because I play them on Twitch and I've played them on YouTube, but nobody watches, and then the YouTube doesn't, like the algorithm doesn't show it to people. Atomic Trash 27, have you heard of the casino DLC for GTA? Am I excited? Yes and no. They always nickel and dime you somehow. So it'll probably have some sort of huge stipulation where the casino takes 10% of all your earnings or something. It'll be dumb. They'll dumb it down. Arya asks, hey, how have you been? Everything okay? Thanks for asking. Everything good? Everything's okay. Other than the fact that I don't know what videos I'm going to make for this month, going into next month, but yeah, everything's good. My most anticipated game the rest of the year, either Fallen Order or I guess Borderlands, maybe Gears. Brady Hester, are you ever going to upload any stuff other than Star Wars? I'd like to see your content. Heart, well, like I said before, I upload it, no one watches. And then Tyler asks, what's your favorite video game of all time? That is Skyrim. Comrade Squiddo. Comrade Squiddo. Have you ever had any pets? Yes, I had a dog growing up until it died when I was like 10 or 11. And then my family just had cats ever since. And it's funny because my dad always says no, but then a cat finds its way to my parents' house. Our neighbor died and then their cat showed up, and then cats have kittens. So I think we currently, like my parents have 4 cats because they just keep showing up. They keep, like the neighbor cats show up and eat the food that we put out for the other cats, and then they stay. So we have cats. And yeah, I think that's a good stopping point. There was a crap ton of questions. Most of the ones that I skipped over were just Battlefront related. So since I've answered literally every one of the Battlefront questions before in some way, shape, or form, so I'm just going to skip over those because I would get tired of answering the same questions a million times. So thanks, guys. Those are some pretty good questions. Stay tuned for another Q&A video in the future. If you guys want to get your questions answered in future videos, then follow me on Twitter at SwanyPlaysGames, and then you can always join the Discord, and then I sometimes pick and choose questions from Discord and everything. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Check out another video, and I will talk to you guys next time.
How convenient to have you all together. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down. The First Order will conquer you all. Soon we will reclaim the galaxy. Perhaps you'll take part.